Good evening. Hello, Lissa. One second, I'm still setting up a little bit. I had to go get coffee and brownies and corral cats. Speaking of cats. Ace, baby, what are you doing? I just noticed that table is wobbly. So I will need to readjust that later. It's a table him and Callie like to sleep on. Okay. We're all set. How's everything sound? Is it... Because I know this game can be kind of loud. Hold on. Let me actually get into the game. See how it sounds. Such a cheerful little jingle. Oh, wrong button. Let me turn the game down just a bit more. Yep. You were looking at first, but you were making food. That's fair. I went to go get food and coffee as well. It's all good. Okay. Oh, hold on, actually. Okay. Okay, just making sure everything's good. Hi, so what did you make for food? Also, every time I get back to this game, I'm like, how do you play this game? What buttons do it? I don't know this game, though. Oh no, Pumpkin. Pumpkin, why? She's so adorable, though. Let's see. Should I try to get... I should save up my money, though, because some of those foods are really expensive. Hello! Hello, the little monster. Number 3. You've never seen this game played before, but the art is really... The art is super charming. I absolutely adore it. It's a roguelike game. So, like, if I die, I start all over at the beginning. This is an OC Babble, and I have questions. Yes, you do. I'm sure you do. And I have some topics I want to talk about, but, we will, you know, get into them as we get into it. Take it or leave it. There is a warning for this game, because the CEO is deaf, and it depicts, ways people die, and so some of the depictions involve, unhealthy workspaces, so like high stress and anxiety, addiction, burnout, suicide. There's a warning at the very beginning of the game, but it doesn't last for very long, and by the time I get to the main menu, it's gone. So just as a heads up, those things are brought up and like you'll see visualizations of them. Hi, Patrick. My clothes are starting to pinch. Does it look like I've gained a couple pounds, to be honest? I don't know, my dude. Oh, wait, actually, hold on. It is still really loud in my ears. But, roguelike game aside. Hello, hello. This is an OC Babble stream. Yes, yes, it is. If I'm going to be babbling, I need to hear myself. Okay, take it or leave it. What is that? That's a curse reroll. Alrighty. That's fine. How's your evening been, little monster? Also, if there's something else for me to call you, please let me know. Nope. How do I jump? Okay, it's the X button. I don't know what game I was just trying to play. No, that's not it. Where is... Hold on, I've lost my dodge button. No? No? There it is. Found it. Okay, we're good. Expect the first run to be quick because I'm trying to remember the controls. Right, so questions. And little monster is fine. Nice, nice, nice. Yes. Fire away, Sushi. It starts off with her being sick. I haven't properly named, what it is yet. Because I need to, like, actually look into some of that stuff and research it. But it is, for some baselines, it is I think terminal illness would be the correct way to say it. It's very recent. Like, that's why if you read those first beginning areas, it talks about, like, how all the medication and treatments they are doing for her are kind of experimental. And they're constantly trying to see, like, what helps symptoms and what's trying to make progress. What is it based off? Initially, it was cancer. Initially, she had, like, a kind of cancer. But as the main story developed, I wanted to make certain things link a little more, and there wasn't anything that made sense for... This sounds a little weird. I wanted her symptoms to be certain things that reflected themes within the story, and a little separate from her depression and other things. So... like I said, it is a work in progress, and I know I need to, and one of the reasons why it's taking so long is I want to do the proper research to make sure I handle it correctly. Equipment storage. Anima's pronouns are she, they. So she, her, they, them. They, them's kind of a back burner thing. She's perfectly fine being cisgendered. I think I said that correctly. Also, for anyone who is lost, Sushi is asking questions about a story I'm writing called Anzulu's Souls. The first, like, couple of chapters will be posted in October, and I have, like, a free preview up on Patreon right now, and that's what Sushi has read, and that's what she is asking about. Oh. You didn't have to do that, Sushi. But yeah, you read it if you want. Hold on, I saw the mermaid in there. Spoilers, it is a supernatural story. There is a mermaid. Hold on, there we go. I really like this background. Like, so far, this background might be one of my favorite ones. This, like, random plant area. Are they going to be important to the story in the long run? Yes and no. So that mermaid doesn't have a name. Still. And she will not have a name for a while. And that's not just me like, oh, Anima doesn't learn her name. That's also I don't have a name for her. But Anima also does not learn her name for a while. What was my inspiration for the mermaid's appearance? I don't know. I kind of want to be realistic about it. Like, fish don't have noses, right? Like, they have their own way of smelling things. Like, okay, they kind of have, like, slits, I guess. Some of them. I don't remember. I'm trying to remember if I mentioned that if she has those little nostril slits. But like, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for her to have a nose like a human nose. And like her eyes are really big, which I guess I kind of just thought, I don't know. Some fish have really big eyes. Some aquatic creatures have really big eyes. I was also inspired by One Piece, of course, with like how big she is. Because I absolutely adore that about One Piece, with like the mermaids and the aquatic people being so just different size shapes, because that makes a lot of sense for the variety of life that's in the ocean. But I also did want to fall into like, you know, like the mermaid stories you hear about them being alluring and not necessarily deceiving, but not quite what they seem. Oh jeez. Hey, I dodged. Oh boy. She is a monstrous mermaid, this is true. Okay, what did I get? I got this one? Oh, okay, I got the... I walked right into that. Ooh, give. Use. Also, Lissa, feel free to ask questions as well. If you want to, if you want to. If you don't want to, that's fine. I feel like a reporter. No, you're fine, you're fine. You're not being creepy. So you're definitely much better. Do we ever learn how Anima ended up where she is? Yeah, absolutely. It takes a couple of chapters to explain it, but that's definitely a thing. Resume deposit. I don't feel like fighting hunger right now. I can tell you, like, I don't mind spoiling a little. If you don't mind, if the people present don't mind me spoiling or talking about like the first couple of chapters, I absolutely will. But as a heads up, I have to let the cat out. He is meowing at the door. 1 second. Hold on. Pausing. BRB. Yes, baby. Not me. You want me? You followed me in here. Go on. Be free, little kitty. Hold on, chat. This is very, very important. Real quick. I'm going to open up... Okay, I'm still paused. I'm opening up OBS so I can keep an eye on chat. And I'm closing my Twitch thing on my phone real quick because I need to take a picture. That's very important. And then I will post it on Twitter. So, here we go. Okay, I'm back. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and post this picture. And then we will get back into stream. How's everyone's evening going so far? Also, Sushi, I don't know if you ever told me what your food was. You're sick again. Oh no, Lissa. Like, is it like a cold or a flu? I hope it passes soon. You feel better. It's just ramen. Ramen's good though. Hold on. I think it's a cold. My nephews are, I see. I see. For y'all's consideration. I hope that link works. There you go. Okay, let me open up my stream manager again. Okay. We're back. Hey, she was just standing up there at first while I was getting my coffee, and then I turned back around and she's actually like laying down on top of it. I would normally be a little concerned about that, like if I had fleas or something, but I don't. And we just vacuumed. I don't like I check them regularly and brush them. So I don't think it's fleas. I think she's just found a new place to sit. But that does remind me and Mom are supposed to vacuum again tomorrow. Okay. We're back. Perhaps. Oh yeah, so there's actually two dressers. They're side by side. I don't know if you've seen that in the pictures. She's taken to laying on both of them, like where they're connected. But maybe she needed some more new comfy. I swear to God, if she breaks the top of her litter box, though, I'm going to have issues. Ow. Nope. I can't move while I'm doing this. I just have to hope for the best. If she breaks the litter box, we riot. I absolutely will. Because she's very particular about her. She uses that box and only that box. I have 3 of them in this house. So if she does, I will have some. How do I do it? Hold on. Nope, that's not it. Nope, there it is. Okay. Nope. There, I found it. I found it. I found it. Every time with this game. Give me that. Use it. Give me that. So on a darker topic, yes. Yes. That is... yes, that is the thing. Yes and no. So, she was diagnosed with so Anima's about 25 years old. Ish. No, yeah, she's about 25 years old at the beginning of the story. When she was 19, or 18, shoot, I don't remember now. 19 or 18. Like just starting college, kind of, like out of high school, just starting college. Is, when she got diagnosed. both of her parents died, and then she was diagnosed, like, shortly after she was then diagnosed with this illness. Before that, though, however, when she was a younger teenager, she was diagnosed with, like, clinical depression and stuff. But, like, she had been taking medicine for it, and she had, you know, been managing it, or not managing it, but, like, she was, like, not managing it, I guess is still the correct term, but, like, in a healthy way. Like, she had antidepressants she took, she had, like, gone to a therapist when she was younger, and so, like, that was, you know, at that point in time, taken care of. But between the death of her parents and the oncoming years of, like, constantly going through different medicines and treatments and nothing working, she's kind of just, she's gotten to a point of, like, why bother? Why am I still doing this? It should also be noted, like, Anima doesn't really have anybody. Like, both of her parents were single children, so she doesn't have an aunt or uncle. She doesn't have any cousins. And she doesn't have, like, because of all the medical stuff, she kind of separated from what few friends she did have. And so, like, that social network that you need to have when you're going through hard things, she just doesn't. So that is also another issue with why she's going through what she's going through. Oh, hold on. Probably not best to read chat while I'm in front of a fire-breathing dude. It would be a little spoilery, and at this moment, I can't actually answer you too much because I don't know the ending of the story as well as I... Oh god, I'm falling. Her viewpoint on some things changes, but I'm not gonna go into huge details about it. At least not unless I accidentally do. But at the moment, we're good. I have... Hold on, wait. Don't I have... Oh, isn't... Yeah, hold on. Oh. Yeah, that's someone that you're supposed to backstab. If I recall correctly. Hold on. Can I look at... Yeah, I'm supposed to backstab. Yeah. Yeah, that's another reroll, I think. I don't know, I kind of like this little scythe bodyguard thing. I don't know, can we hit Brad in the back, do you think? Next question. How do I... There we go. Okay. time mark. What is this? Inserts. Adds new sections to your pit book. So you can... Oh, yeah, this just gives me more mana. This gives me 1 charge. Well, I don't want that. Ooh, that's 50. I think we're good. It does. It does bring me joy. I don't talk about my rating often enough, like the personal stuff. And like, I don't know why, well, I do kind of know why this is. Cause like, I could sit here and chatter about it for hours and hours and hours, but then like, I don't. Because there's that part of my brain of like, oh, I'm, well, like, twofold of like, I'm being annoying, A, and then B, I don't know. I don't have as much of it written as I want, and so I feel guilty about that, I guess. I'm working on it, though. Hi, Brad. What's up, my dude? Nope. Oh, I made a bubble. I wasn't expecting that. How am I supposed to hit him with... There we go. Nope. Oh, not like that. Damn it. Nope. Damn it. I wasn't aware of when it was running off. Wearing off. Oh, come on. Are you serious? Got him. The real question. I concentrate between I want you to tell me things, but spoilers though. Yulia has always told me that, like, she's always told me, just tell me anyway, because she trusts her memory to fail her to remember it when she reads it. Or something like that. She's like, I'm not, her memory is going to, like, click off or something, and, like, and just she'll be able to, it'll be new for her again. How did you decide on the watery theme at the beginning bit? Oh, I'd have to go back to years and years ago to when I first started writing Ons of the Souls. By the way, Ons of the Souls is kind of old. It's been in the back of my head for like a long time. Not kind of old, but it's been a while. It's been almost 10 years. And I do believe everything did start off with that very beginning idea of it being a rainy night and something tapping at your window wanting in. But then, like, a lot of things, like, I don't know where I eventually came to the idea of mermaid. I couldn't tell you that anymore. I don't have bleed, though. Do you have a curse negation? Or nullify? I don't want that. Here, we'll just nullify this. You think about questions? Alrighty. Now you may regale us. Well, one of them is a little on topic of character versus plot. Have you ever been, like, I remember, I can't remember when it was, reading a couple years ago, reading something that said, like, a main character needs to further the plot. They need to be why the plot happens. Which, is lazy storytelling. No offense. But if that's the only way that's happening, it's kind of lazy storytelling. And also, it doesn't work for every... It does not work for every... story. Like, it ultimately doesn't make any sense. Because, like, if you read a story, like, so, like, say the, like, outward plot that's happening is, like, a war, right? And that war is happening between two countries, but the story is focusing on, like, a survivor of the war. They're not a soldier, they're just someone in one of the countries trying to take care of their family. And the story is more about, like, the hardships that have come, and personal growth, and, like, people deciding to do things, right? Like, no matter what that character does, they're not changing the plot, or not, well, they're changing their own interpersonal plot, but, like, the overarching thing, which is the war that's going on, nothing they do is going to change that, right? And so that's why, like, that idea that the main character needs to be the reason why the plot happens, they need to be this moving force, it falls apart really quickly when you apply it to certain stories. And so there's definitely this idea of, like, does the plot happen because of the character, or does the plot happen around the character? And depending on how you do it, either is fine. Like Slaughterhouse 5, I don't know if I've read that one, but, you know, you've apparently read something that applies to that. Oh god. Let's do this one. I'm not sure if I've read... I don't think I've read, like, Slaughterhouse 5. And in reference to Anima, the plot is happening around her. And she's also kind of forcibly dragged into it. And I guess what I just kind of said actually contradicts, because, like, there is an action she takes that changes a few things, but it's like, I don't know. Spoilers for chapter 2, I guess. But after that, nothing... Oh god. Can't eat her. After that, everything just kind of is. Which is fine, honestly. Because, like, it's okay for things to just be and just happen. Like, of course, as, like, the audience, you want to know the why and the how. And there's probably a million plot holes, and that's okay. Oh, jeez. Because if you think you read a lot of these stories of, like, well, character A only got involved with this event because they were at the right place at the right time, or the wrong place at the wrong time, depending on how we're going about it. And so that's, you know, fate, or whatever you want to call it, a plot device. Jeez, hold on. How do I get up? How do I get up? Am I being silly? How do I get up? Main character goes through a tragedy and war, and the war is in the background, but the focus is on the main character's journey, because there's nothing the character can do about... Yeah. I think the example I was thinking of when I said that was this story I read about happening in World War II, where it's about a group of, like, children. Like, I think the oldest of them is, like, 15, 16 years old, and they get trapped in a building because of like something like a bomb, or not a bomb, but like a tank or something shot an explosive, and they get trapped in the like basement of the building. And it's about, you know, the oldest of them trying to ration out their water and everything to survive until someone digs them out. Am I crazy? Hold on, can I? Oh, nope, that hurts. There. I don't have a double jump. There we go. Okay. Oh, I shouldn't have used that. And I mean, the argument there then is like, okay, well, the plot's not the war, it's, you know, other things. And it's like, it's both. It can be both, because the war is affecting choices that are being made. Okay, here we go again. Hold on, Sushi, I'm off to fight your doppelganger again. This never goes well for me. I think if there's a balance between the two, that's good. Because I understand, like, you don't want your main character to be, oh god. What's the phrase? A hood ornament? Like, you don't want them to just be along for the ride of, like, whatever's going on. This isn't going to go well for me. Oh, maybe I should have done the shields, actually. Shoot. Ow. Oh, dude, stand still. Nope, there we go. I don't think I've beaten her once yet. Jesus. Oh my goodness. I think I heard it phrased as the main character should be happening to the plot rather than the plot happening to the main character. But the plot does happen to the main character, right? I get what you mean, though. It's like if, like, both are correct. But like I said, like, you don't want the character to just be along for the ride. So I understand why, like, the plot happening to the main character, it sounds bad, right? Like, you want the main character to be, you know, active, doing things, making decisions, giving, like, introspection and input and stuff like that. It becomes one of those things of, like, why are you reading the story? And that's another thing. It's like, why is the audience reading the story? Are they interested in the plot? Are they interested in the events that are happening? Or are they interested in the character and the character's, like, development arcs? And it can be both, or it can be more specifically one or the other. But that's, like, that's knowing your audience, and that's knowing how you want the story, like, phrased, right? And when you have more than one character, especially when you have, like, more than one main character, you have a lot of different things pulling in different directions. You don't want to lose the plot, but that's how you end up with, like, you know, A plot, B plot. And that's not a bad thing either. But you want it all to be, you know, cohesive and make sense. To make sort of sense, I guess. Nope. I dodged that. That's always been one of my things with, like, movies, is where it's like, well, the side characters B and D needed something to do, so they're off doing this B plot that doesn't make a lot of sense until the very end, and it turns out to be kind of helpful to whatever the, like, main climax was. Oh, jeez. And, like, there's nothing inherently wrong with that, but it feels like you didn't know what you... It sometimes feels like they didn't know what to do with the character. or that they needed something extra to make the, you know, the resulting actions work. There's no one correct way to tell a story. No, and that's very true. I did read... Oh, jeez. I read this book once, and I cannot remember what it's called for the life of me. But the book is about stuffed animals who live, you know, like in a society. And they live in a society. But, like, they go to work, they have jobs, they get sick, they need to have surgeries done. But everyone is a stuffed animal, right? Like, they talk about them being made of corduroy and felt and stuff like that and having buttons. But there's a lot of other parts to it, like they, you know, one of them drinks and they eat and stuff, right? So they're living stuffed animals. And I remember one of the critiques to this book was, why did this story have to be told through the lens of the characters being stuffed animals? Why couldn't you have just used humans? And it's like, I understand the point, maybe, a little bit, but it's just like, well, that's just how the story came to them, potentially. I never really looked into it to see what the author ever had a response to that. But that was always my general understanding of it. It's just like, sometimes that's just how it comes to you. Or in some movies, it does feel like the side stories happened because they had an actor. Oh, yeah, that. It's like, we paid a lot of money for this actor. We need to get, you know, the most out of them that we can. That's like, it's not breaking the fourth wall, but it's like, there's other elements at play. Why do humans need to be beautiful? Yeah, it's like I always considered. The fact that they were stuffed animals didn't change anything for the story for me. It's like, okay, it took a couple seconds to be like, I think the surgery is what got me. Like, one of them was a famous musician and a composer, and they were starting to lose their hearing. Oh, no, geez. Well, that's not. And they were talking about, like, taking samples and getting a surgery done. And I think that's where, like, it lost me for a second, because I'm like, but he's a stuffed animal. He has fluff inside. But, like, other than that, like, I just had a moment of, like, trying to come to terms with that. But, like, aside from that, it was whatever. It was still a very interesting drama, in my opinion. Coffee, because I'm doing bad. I should probably drink some coffee. Also, if I start talking too quickly, let me know if I ever need to, like, repeat anything, because I do know, like, the more excited I get about a certain thing, the quicker I will start talking. And the harder I become. Does it have fluff inside? Does it? I assume so. I mean, maybe not. Maybe they do bleed and have other parts to them. I don't recall if they said, they took a blood sample. I just remember them saying they took a sample. I watched a cursed TikTok about a teddy bear. Man, toys, especially plushies, are always like... Haunted plushies are always a thing. Fluff sample? What do you call that? A biopsy? Like, where they need to take, like, a little, like, sample of skin? Or muscle? Tissue? Is that a biopsy? I don't know. A fluffopsy? That's not correct at all, I know, but... Ow. I'm about to die again. Hold on, this has been a bad run. Like, right out the gate. I was having a surgery and it was not full. Oh, the cursed TikTok? I'm sorry. I'm sorry that the teddy bear was not full of fluff. One max hit point. Wait a minute. Oh, that's not gonna help me. I should have read that. Heal me! Yay! By the power of anima. Anyway. Hold on. Sorry. Just trying to survive that level. And then there's like, you know, there's the different conflicts within plot that have to do with characters. Like the man versus nature, man versus society, man versus self, stuff like that. And those are good ways to, like, introduce Ojis. Wait, these are both... Hold on. Yeah, these are both, book spells. Okay. Ah, jeez. Watch, now that I have a poison ability, they're never going to give me poison curses. Oh wow, there's a bunch of you up there. Oh, hey, never mind. I spoke too soon. God damn it. And I think depending on how long the story is, it's like, is it a singular thing? Does it carry on for multiple series? It has something to do with how plot and characters interact with each other, of course. Here, heal for 40, max 35. I do not have enough for that. Or I do have enough for that, but I'd rather do this. Because I guess that's also the other thing, is like, not the plot. When you have like a story that's like, here's the start, here's the end. You know, ideally you want the plot, you know, not completely taken care of, but like, you know, that main section of it. Framed out. Hold on, I'm curious. Oh, no, that's unfortunate. Although it's... Wow, that's lasting for a bit. Come back down here so I can poison you. Thank you. Oh, I got scared. And that's why they get mad. People get mad about loose threads or the sequel baiting and stuff like that. But like, I don't know. It's okay not to have everything completely. Oh jeez. Completely spelled out by the end of something. Like, it's okay to leave some things a mystery. But, like, if you're trying to, like, I guess it does matter of, like, how long does, you know, said thing go on. Like, if you're planning for a part 2, then, like, yeah, okay, you don't have to explain everything. And it's, like, if the character arc doesn't go out completely, I'm running off on tangents. But that's okay, right? Because you'll have, you know, there's more time. These... Nope. Those boulders take a long time to go down. Son of a biscuit. Bitch. Biscuit bitch. There we go, got him. Sorry, I know I trailed off as I was dealing with this jackass. Ow. As long as there's some resolution to the initial conflict, the rest can be resolved however you want, and some people will always be. That's true, and that is definitely, you know, you're not going to satisfy everybody, and not every story is for everybody, right? Like sometimes the story is just gonna mesh with certain members of the audience. Ground attacks deal 15% more damage. Do spells. I don't have a nullify. I wonder what that does. Sinister gear, ground attacks. Something like that, not jumping. I have 2 spells though. Should probably do this. We're beating Brad more regularly though, so that's good. Hold on one second. Alright. Hi, Pumpkin. You sure taught those spokesmen. They had it coming. I was so sick of them. Aw. My name is Quinn, not Pin. Aw. She's adorable. I'll leave that there. Hi, Orville. What if we made a Jerry clone that doesn't need to take breaks? Oh my god, that's horrible. And I guess, again, that depends on, I feel like also some of the, like, how things get resolved depends on format. Because, like, if you have a book, and the book doesn't say part 1, or doesn't say part of XYZ series, right? You would probably expect, you know, that kind of resolution to happen by the end of that book. And same thing goes with, like, a movie, right? Or, well, most movies, I guess. Or a video game. But, like, if you're watching, you know, a TV series, and then something doesn't get resolved by the end of season 1, your assumption would be, hopefully, that there's a season 2, I assume. I wish I could look at the penalty first. Like, I know why I can't, but how bad do you think it's gonna be? Smokers spread white hot ash. Stormy shoot an additional projectile. I can take this one. Which, I guess, to fall back on that, use. Oh god. The way Anzalu's Souls is being written is it's not really being written in a traditional book format. It's Poisoned Gift. It's still a spell. It doesn't last. It's stronger though. I hope this isn't a mistake. And again, maybe this probably comes from me writing fanfiction for OGs. For like such a period of time where like the chapter format of something to tell a longer story works, but like it's gonna be, you know, longer than anything I've ever written before. I remember talking to a friend about it where it's like the format is a little more what you would expect to see out of like a comic book, I guess. With like I don't want to say it's episodic, but you know, there's like it's sectioned off. as opposed to like a more continuously flowing thing. Have we done the... I can poison Grimes, right? Like, we've had this conversation before. Assuming I make it that far. Right, because another thing about Anzalu's Souls that kind of inspired me was, like Monster of the Week sort of stories. Reduces damage below 10 to 1. What does that mean? Reduces damage below 10 to 1. I don't know if I'm understanding that correctly. So, like, every chapter of Anzalu's Souls for the first couple of chapters, follows that format a little bit. Ah, jeez. I zipped through you. I swear I did. And like there's an overarching, you know, thing to it, of course. Oh no. I hate these things. Because, so, part of the way I explain that away is Anima has, like, a, severe amount of apathy towards things going on around her. Because early on in, like, the second chapter, she is offered the chance to have the explanation of what's going on explained to her. They're like, if you want to know what's going on, I will tell you what's going on. And she's just like, nah, I don't care. So, like, it gets delayed, but, like, that's within her character. She doesn't want to know. She just doesn't want it to happen exactly to some... And that's laziness and selfishness. It is a thing. Candy for making... What am I doing? I don't have any Prisium, which is unfortunate. Oh, it does bleed. So next time we see a bleed thing, we can take it. Have we fought this one yet? I don't know if we fought the Sanager before. Which I guess that falls back to on a character trait of like the plot is happening around Anima for a while. But it's like, how do I say this? It's inevitable, kind of. Oh jeez. There we go. I do like that we do both poisoning and bleeding now. Like, and I imagine that's a little contradictory of myself. No, I don't know. I kind of like the poison gift. I like the plot happens regardless of... But, I mean, that's just how stories go. I don't know. I shouldn't think about it too much. Not everything needs a grand explanation. Hi. I don't know if we've fought you before. Excuse me. Excuse me. Not... Oh, God. My God, I love that. I also took a fucking hit for it. Please, could you not? Oh, jeez. Nope. Oh no, don't spit out another one. God. Damn it. It's common in stories have initial refuse call to action or some resistance to what's happening. Well, yeah, it is. Because, like, that's, I mean, depending on what the story is, it represents a big change. And most people aren't, you know, always up for those big changes. Or there's that, it doesn't involve me yet, so why should I? And how can you play this while working out a story in your... Are you talking about the game? I'm dying quite often. I like roguelikes because I can turn my brain off and just go. As long as I know the basic controls. I assume that's what you mean. Like, if we were playing Dead Cells... Well, if we were playing Dead Cells, I'd be dying and, like... It'd be so long. I guess that's the thing about, like, roguelike. It's, like, it's fairly linear. Like, you just go from point A to point B. Especially, like, with these 2D styled ones. Like, I move right, I fight things that are in my way. And then I take whatever power-ups I want, sort of. And I try not to die to the boss while I chatter. I do like doing OC talks with roguelikes because, I don't know, it like I said, it lets me turn off my brain. I've discovered I do need that. Like, my hands need to be doing something. It helps. It helps me personally. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Damn it. And like, I stall, and I, you know, like, I try not to die to the boss. So it's not like I'm consistently chattering. I've seen people who can consistently chatter while doing things. It also probably comes from a place of, like, I just have so many things in my head, like, stories in my head, that, like, I could come up with one right now and just tell you all a new story. While trying not to die to this game. I don't have any... I guess let's do this and try to grab a cloak weapon. I'm not sure. I don't think I actually answered your question, other than it just is, I guess. I'm sorry about that. Or not sorry about that, but my brain. Never mind. Roguelikes are... They're a specific type of game. Because I can understand the, like, dying and starting over is very frustrating. And I know, like, thankfully my mom and my brother are really understanding about it, but it's like, I used to have this problem back in school, like high school and stuff like that. It's like, the way I brainstorm is by, like, playing a video game. Oh, jeez. And so, like, I would want to, like, they'd be like, okay, well, take a moment to think about the essay you're gonna write or something. It's like, I don't write rough drafts, traditionally. I do all that in my head while I'm doing something else. Oh, Jesus. And so, like, I will... and I'm sure to, like, outside it probably sounds and looks a little weird, but, like, I'll let my mom and brother know, like, oh, I'm thinking about something to write, or, like, I'm kind of working on something, but, like, I'll be playing a video game. Which sounds bad on the surface, but it's like I'm brainstorming, I'm thinking about stuff. Yay, Christopher roll. I need to remember to use those, because I just like end up stacking them up with not getting anywhere. Okay. Well, yeah, geez. I think we've spoken enough on character and plot. It goes back and forth. They're like chains that tug at each other. Which is an interesting little analogy, I think. Sort of like having something to ground your mind so you can keep focused. Yeah, my friend once, like, I'm not diagnosed with having ADHD, but like I've had a friend ask me, it's like, is it like you have problems focusing if you're not doing something? It's like, I guess, kind of. I don't know if I have ADHD. I would not be surprised if I did. I know I'm neurodivergent, but that's about it. Coffee. Okay, real talk real quick before we get into this. Last time I did... When was it? I did pull like weeks and weeks ago. Oh, it was the villain. It was one of the first times we started talking about villains. I do have ADHD, but I think everyone's experience is slightly different. Yeah. It's like I've looked at certain things, and it's like I've listened to people talk about like having ADHD and certain stuff like that, and I'm like, some of the things they say like makes a lot of sense to me. I'm like, oh, that I get why you do that, and like I've had something similar, but again, I've never been officially diagnosed, so I don't know. Maybe it's something else, or maybe it's just neurodivergence. A couple weeks ago, I did the poll for the OC talk, and it was between villains and antagonists are talking about romantic interest, and I'm not at all surprised that the villains and antagonists won, but I do actually want to ask, do you guys want me to talk about romance and romantic interest? Because I can just skip over that, and we can find something else to talk about if no one's interested. But I guess it should also be warned that... Or not warned, but I do write a fair amount of romance and some things. And while it's not a main issue, or not a main issue, it's not a main, like, plot to Anzalu's Souls, it's there, I guess. And it's in a lot of other things I write. Like, I've spoken to... Or I've mentioned on stream before. I've mentioned on stream before, and I'm trying not to die. Like the story about the princesses. Like, that's a romance story. Okay, there we go. Whee! Gain the chance to pierce. Dash cooldown. Ooh, dash cooldown. Yes, please. Also, I'm supposed to be using... Yeah, okay, there we go. It's so... I don't know what to think of these little dagger abilities. Do I want... Okay. Warning. W. Hung has a noose around his neck. Like, he committed suicide by hanging himself. So, content warning. If that visual might disturb you. Just as a heads up. The elevator music really does make me think of Persona 5 sometimes. I haven't beaten Persona 5. I need to get back to it. And finish it. Well, that wasn't very good. Oh, jeez. Nope! He did it twice in a row. I was impatient. Okay. Chance of dealing backstab. Sorrow's gain. Oh my god, no. No, I don't want the Sorrow to do more damage to me and have more hit points. Where are we at? Okay. I'm going to wait until I get to Reddit before Brad, and then I'll take a break. We'll take a small break. I have a piece of pizza sitting here that's been calling my name. Also, because no one has really brought up an answer to my question, so I guess I'll start talking about something else. Or I can stick to the title. What is this? I didn't actually look at which one I grabbed. How big of a part of for Onslaught of Souls? So how do I say this? I ship. This is gonna sound weird because I'm the writer. I ship Anima with another character, but I'm hesitant to bring it into canonicity within the actual story. There is another pair of characters that have a canon romance, and whereas it has like importance to their character arcs, it's like it doesn't like. I have it set off so like anything I write too much about them will be off to the side, and it won't be like if you don't want to read it, you don't have to. Like some things might be mentioned or anything, but like if it's a side story, like you're not going to need to read it to know what's going on. It's just if you want more of those characters. Versus like the fairy tale story I'm writing, where that entire thing is a romance story between two princesses. And I guess I should preface a lot of this with I myself am aromantic, so the way I write romance might be viewed as a little odd. Or not odd, I don't think it's odd. But it's definitely not traditional by what you see in media a lot lately. Or what I grew up with. Okay. So we're at Brad again. I'm going to put this on a BRB screen and run an ad break, and then I will talk to y'all in just a few. Take this moment to maybe grab some water and stretch. I will. I will also be finding a cat to hug. She's taking up the entirety of my bed. But, talk to y'all in a bit. BRB. Alrighty, I'm back. Oh my goodness. I had to run outside because no one unplugged the pump for the pond. So I had to go take care of that real quick. But I'm back. And the Kelly cat has moved off my bed and is curled up on my pile of clothes. I'm gonna have to take a lint brush to that stuff later. The fur on Callie, like, she has like a white belly. And so like, she'll lay down on one of my shirts. I wear a lot of black. She'll lay down one of my shirts, and then I'll go to pick it up like 2 days later, and there's just this like layer of white fur across it. She's like, well, didn't want to wear that shirt today anyway. I guess you know better. I have a closet and a hanger. And hangers to like hang all that stuff up in. But I don't because I'm silly. Did I not have the ad break? Am I extra silly? Hold on. You're also back? Okay. Hello? Welcome back. Alrighty. Hold on, sorry, 1 second. You were trapped in a cave. Hold on. What game are you playing? You were attempting to play Scarlet Nexus. Oh, I heard about that one. Hold on, let me get back on the... You were very bad at it. I saw my brother was watching the anime for it. It's another Bandai Namco game, isn't it? Like Code Vein? Well, I don't know if it's like Code Vein in that it's like a Souls-like. Oh? Is it multiplayer? Scarlet Nexus? Hey, Brad. No idea. Did I only throw 2 of them? I do only throw 2 of them. Oh, jeez. Oh, right. I'm supposed to be doing backstab damage with the cloak abilities. Oops. Oh, he moved. Just had to get that last hit in. Oh my goodness. And heal up. Oh, it's got 4 of them. Oh, I don't know if Little Monster is still in the ads, but I think what happened is I didn't, I don't think I sent, oh, okay. No, you're fine. I apologize about the ads. I realized I hadn't turned on the ad break when I got back, or when I left initially, and so I clicked on it real quick before I came all the way back, and then I saw your message pop up that you were back as well, and I was just like, oh no, what have I done? I'm so sorry about that. No, you're fine, talk away. It's okay. It helps me, it also helps me get it out there and, you know, answer questions. You think you can solve this? Yeah, you can put my ads on a timely manner. Hold on. Launches a homing missile. Oh! Oh, hello! Thank you for the sub! That definitely would solve the ad problem. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome. I don't have a name from the community yet, but there are 3 emotes that you now have access to. And you would now have ad-free viewing. So, thank you, thank you. What am I doing? Cloak. Cloak deals 5+ damage, ground attack. I'll take this one because it doesn't have the thing. And I'm very happy to hear that you enjoy, you know, listen to me babble about, you know, my OCs and stuff. And for as much as I write, and like I do consider myself a good writer and a good storyteller, I have like a very like a lacking sense of confidence in actually doing some of it. And so I want to work past that. I want to, like, you know, get out there, talk about things, post said things. Get along with Mr. Shaw, right? Just wondering why it is that the more unhappy the employees are, the more he actually seems happy. You'd have to be a labor inspector to understand. Tony loves the dreariness. Oh, is his name Tony? That's kind of funny. 50% damage for... No, I think we're good. I thought, though, I really thought the gargoyles were hardcore. I guess it's a good reason to give Brad this job in the end. Huh. Okay, what are we... Have I beaten Waldo? I have beaten Waldo once, right? It does. Especially for, like, I feel like storytelling, when you're, like, you're trying to, like, I don't know what to do next. Or, like, trying... Like, it's not, of course, it's not a cure for writer's block or art block. Like, there's no definitive cure, but I do feel like talking certain things out helps a whole bunch. So that's always nice to have. And jeez Louise. Nope. Oh, excuse me. But, to the initial thought at hand. Oh god, no, I have money up there. Give me that. I guess it depends on which story it is. There is a lot of romance in different things that I write. Anzalu's Souls, I guess, is more the exception than the out. Because it doesn't have that defined thing. Or at least it doesn't yet, like I said. I ship anima with somebody, which is a weird thing to say as the creator. but I'm unsure of like how canon to make it. RJ Barron. Oh yeah, T. I guess his name is Tony. I don't know who RJ Barron is. Oh. You're a thing. Oh god. Jeez Louise. Ow. Oh, that was a mistake. Dude does so much damage. How are you supposed to hit him? Not like that. Well then. I'm down here, Pipbook. Bye, Gwen. Bye, Gwen. No, wait, yeah, we're supposed to be holding on to the money. Oh, my goodness. Nope. Okay. How's everyone's evening going so far? Sushi got stuck in Scarlet Nexus, but aside from that. Oh, I shouldn't have. That was a vitamin thing. Let's see, we've already been streaming for about an hour and 40 minutes. I don't know how long tonight's stream is going to be, because I got stuff to do tomorrow morning. Oh geez. We'll be back to Legend of Mana Thursday. And Friday, I don't know. Friday's still a little open and up in the air. Going good? That's great. Love to hear that. I love this game so much. I wish it had a little bit more refined polish to it. I hope they work on it. Or maybe I just need to play it more often and get better at it. I don't know. Well, that's not going well. I've been wanting to play Plate Up a lot lately. I might do that Friday. We do, like, Oxygen Not Included to start off. Play Plate Up. I don't know if we'll play DVD, but I definitely might do that. Or Phasmo. I guess I can try playing Phasmo again. I wonder if I could talk about stories and stuff while I play Phasmo. That would be interesting. Plate Up. Listen, we need to play Plate Up together. I still haven't played Plate Up with you. Wait, have we? No, we haven't, I don't think. Nope, maybe not. No, with the Prisms. It is unfortunate about this game because it really makes me want to play Dead Cells. But that's just because Dead Cells was like the first roguelike I ever got really into, I think. Oh my god, don't do that. And it's similar in that like it's got the same 2D side-scroller thing. But Dead Cells will have to wait for later because there's a whole challenge thing I want to do for that. Thank you. And use. Let's see, hold on. So yeah, I guess maybe Friday we'll do a little Oxygen Not Included to start off, play some Played Up. Maybe I'll, depending on what's going on, how many people show up, I might turn on, like Played Up has a Twitch integration thing called Chef. So I guess depending on the mood, I might turn that on. And then October is still set. I don't have anything though. Shoot. October is still set for Resident Evil 7 and 8 and Dead Space. And maybe we'll replay Little Nightmares. Ow. I only have the first one on Steam. I don't have the second one though. But I don't think I ever played the Little Nightmares DLC on stream. So that can be a thing. And it's spooky and delightful. And maybe any like smaller. Oh, you know what? You know what I'll do? I'll buy the Witching Hour, and we can play that on stream. Since we played that demo, I think it's supposed to be a horror game, or it's supposed to be spooky at the very least. It gave us a couple jump scares, a couple little. The guy just suddenly being behind you on the chair was a thing. But the rest of this month, I think, is gonna probably follow more of the same with Legend of Mana. Ow, Jesus. I mean, we'll probably finish Legend of Mana by, shoot, I don't know when exactly, but I imagine we'll finish it before October starts. And then, we'll wait. We will wait to see what we get where, to see if I, when I start Final Fantasy II. That's where this thought was going. And then, of course, if I get my capture card and, you know, stream Pokemon in November. I don't like fighting Leon clean. I don't like fighting him at all. There's also a couple other games I have. Like, I have every Doom, I think, on Steam. I have Prey and Dishonored. I have Deathloop. So I can put up a list of other games if you see, like, what anyone might be interested in. Also, because I think it'd be interesting to, you know, play something new and different, analyze it. Although, on that note, if we're replaying Dead Space 1 in October, I can also play Dead Space 2. That's a whole extra bundle of fun. Dead Space 2 legitimately, like, kind of scared me the first time I played it. Just certain parts of it. But it definitely had its moments. I don't have... Diddly. Alright, What is this? Poison gift? I don't want to do that. Goodness. Alrighty, off we go to fight Brad. I have the reach out and grabby spell. I have that one. Also, somewhere on the list of things to buy is the Binding of Isaac. And play that, because that's a roguelike game I've always wanted to play. But these are all future plans for future streams and future me, and so we will worry about them later. Right now, I need to deal with Brad. Oh, you know what? Actually, I don't. This is coming in like hours way later, or not hours, but minutes way later. Well, no, you know what? I don't know when it was brought up, but like when we were talking about characters and like B plots and their little monster mentioned like they only do the B plot with a certain character because of the actor, and they want to make sure that actor gets a lot of screen time. That also makes me think of like in certain suspense, oh god, gosh darn it, certain suspense or dramas, or like both what is it, the Da Vinci Code and Demons and Angels, those movies, like how even if you've never read the book, or I guess for me and my brother, who the antagonist was based on who was playing, the fact that they were like they were like either the highest paid actor or the second highest paid actor on the cast. And I don't think that's not something you should be able to do. I feel like also, spoiler alert, I guess, if you haven't seen those movies. Oh jeez. Gosh darn it, hold on. I'm holding the wrong button. Damn it. Standing underneath him. Oh, it was really bad though. They didn't give me anything. Okay, one more run. One more run and then we'll cut stream. Never really talked about it, don't know how actors pay. I don't know too much about it either, but I imagine, like, the more, I guess is prestige the right word? But it's like, I use the Da Vinci Code example again, but like, you have, oh god. Never mind, no I won't, because I can't remember anybody's name. You have the main actor who is playing the main character, whose name is also Dr. Langdon, Professor Langdon. Right? You have that guy who is, you know, on top of being the main cast, also has, like his name brings a lot of attention to the movie, right? And so he's kind of like, he has that, I assume, extra bonus, maybe, to how much he's paid. Because I know for voice actors, for some things, it's like they're paid by the word. And so I don't know, for actors, are they literally paid by the minute? Or also paid by the word, depending on if they're like doing a narration part? Because it would be a contract, right? I assume, potentially? To, like, you know, once they've cleared the audition, like, you play this amount of hours or lines. Yes, does having their name in the trailer or on the poster mean some people watch it even if they know nothing about the movie? I have definitely heard that, because I know there's those people who are, like, really big fans of, you know, certain actors. And so they're like, oh, it's this person's new movie, and they'll just go see it. I have known people like that. So, fair enough, that is potentially a thing. The cloak deals... I lose max... I don't want that. Which has always been an issue, unfortunately, like in animation and voice actors. And you can find any number of articles and videos talking about this, about how after the success of Aladdin, a lot of movie studios that did animation started following that trend. And I'm definitely one of those people who leans on, like, give voice actors those roles as opposed to giving those roles to really well-known actors and comedians. Or in the case of a few, there are those actors who, you know, are also really good voice actors. But, like, I don't know. In those cases, it definitely feels like we needed a big name to put here, so we put one here. And it's just like, I don't know. You could have potentially, I don't know. And I wonder how much, I wonder if, like, within the industry, if there's something to that, of, like, would the movie not do as well at all if it didn't have those, like, one or two big names? Oh, birds. Damn it. I definitely feel like even video games, or maybe especially video games, fall victim to that. Where, you know, if the video game has Matt Mercer in it, or Laura Bailey, what's his name? Baker? Troy Baker? Is that his name? Like, you know, that draws a lot of attention to it because they're well-known voice actors. But at the same time, I don't know. That also falls into that line of oh geez. Like, depending on how typecast that voice actor is, you, like, kind of metagaming the... Are you serious? Metagaming the story. It's not metagaming, but it's meta something. Because you're using outside, you know, knowledge to influence your thoughts about it. Like I was doing earlier in Sushi's stream with that Adachi guy. Like, that guy spoke, and all I heard was Isaiah from, Hey, set him on fire. What is the name of that anime? but, like, it made me put me in the mindset of an antagonist, and it's like, I don't know. Dude's just a dude, I assume. Maybe. We don't know. He seems unassuming enough. sure. Ow. Ow. As odds are, is he's just there to give your characters information, like as a plot device. Because like he gave the information to your character, the characters about Yukiko. So he's probably actually just be using to like drive the plot forward a little bit by giving information. Hold on. Like, is your knowledge of the voice actor influencing how you perceive the character's voice? Yeah, it's that exactly. It's like, if I know a voice actor for voicing, like, the last three roles I've heard him in were all villains. And then the next character, like, you start playing a new game, the next character you hear by them, and especially if it's, like, they maybe sound exactly the same, or they have, like, the same tone of voice or way of speaking, it's going to put you in that mindset of that villain. And so that's why I said, like, Adachi he was, like, a little sus. And I was like, there's not actually anything there to give me proof of that other than his voice actor. And so it's just one of those things. The same thing with, like, I'm not gonna say what game it was, but, like, at the very beginning of this game, you have this, like, mentor. Well, okay, he had a lot of not red flags, but, like, a lot of warning signs to it, that character was going to, like, sacrifice himself for your main character. And he was a dad, he was a mentor, he taught you how to do, like, when you go through the tutorial, he was there to help you fight. And a lot of things, and so, like, he already had, like, all of those character arcs kind of lined up again, but also his voice actor, like, just stuck the nail on the coffin. I grew up with Digimon Tamers, so I always hear Riko's voice actor as Riko. Yep, that's definitely a thing. I unfortunately don't know who you're talking about, but it's definitely a thing where it's like every time I'll hear a certain character, like the voice actor that's playing Yosuke, I brought that up. It's like the dude, he aside from Sasuke, I guess, from Naruto, but like, Luca from Bayonetta, he plays this, like, kind of unfortunate, sort of whiny tone of voice in certain characters. And not like the character's whiny, but like, well, they're a little whiny. Not in a bad way, though. It's just, it always seems like they're, I don't want to say complaining. It's whining. It's just not a negative form of whining, I guess. I don't know if I'm making sense anymore. I don't know. Character tropes are fun. They can be. And it's always something to think about as a writer. Like, how do you want the character to be perceived versus how they will actually be perceived by the what is, oh yeah, fire, I forgot I have fire. Oh, I didn't. That's not what I wanted. I need to remember I have fire. Might help. Oh, no. Might be able to hit freaking Brad with the Spitfire spell because he floats. I don't know if I'm going to go to sleep after I get off stream. I might hop on Plate Up and do some one-player stuff. What is this? Explosion. Fuck it. Something that'll help. Hi, Brad. It's fun to look through the TV tropes website to see what tropes have been attached to characters. It is, yeah. A lot of characters so far are also used in other games too. Yeah. Like, wait, characters or voice actors? Oh god, wait, hold on. Actually, out of random curiosity, is this gonna be bad? Yes, gosh darn it. I wish there was a way for me to know what that did before I did it. Although he still got hit by it. Oh, nope, he didn't get hit for that. Ow. Oh, but like, speaking of Mercer, isn't Mercer voicing the main character in 4? And then he voices, oh god, I'm forgetting everyone's name. I think he voices the artist in 5. No, I ran into him. So I definitely associate VAs with characters as opposed to... Oh, no, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine. I know it's getting late for you. No, that's what I thought you might meant. Yeah, voice actors. But isn't that why Chie is throwing you off a little bit? It's because it's not the voice actress you're used to? I haven't been to the, like, character trope website in a while. I wonder if there's a writing challenge I could give myself, is like grab a character trope and try to like actually use that trope as like the baseline and build around it and see what I can do with it. Bleed. I don't have anything that is bleed though. I also don't have any cloak abilities. That was dumb of me. Oh well, whatever. You know who does that for me? Okay, and this is not fair. Shoot. What is the young lady's name? I think she also voiced Lina Lee in D. Gray Man. But my brother watches Danmachi, which is an acronym for the show. It's actually called Is It Wrong to Pick Up a Girl in a Dungeon, I think? Or is it wrong to find love in a dungeon? I don't know. It's not an isekai, even though it freaking looks like an isekai on the first glance. But it's this whole thing about a lot of other things, and my brain hurts when I watch him play when I watch that show with him. But one of the characters, Hestia, in that show, her voice, even though like I don't mind her voice actress in literally any other role, I've never had this problem before, but when she speaks as Hestia, I want to gouge my ears out, and I don't know why. What is in here? Cheers. I don't really want cheese. That's a lie. I always want cheese. I am a person who will eat a block of cheese by myself. Hi, Jerry. My last paycheck was hardly El Dorado, let's be honest. Yeah, well, you were actually speaking to the wrong fucking person right now, my dude. I'm gonna keep doing pollution because I want to go to Grimes, because if I'm gonna die, at least I want to die listening to the music for Grimes. OMG? What's up? What are we OMGing about? Is it something I've said? Is it? I think the one oh god. I think the one I looked up was for Golden. No, not you two again. Wait, so was the one is Sam Riegel the original, or was he the one for Golden? Because he sounds really familiar, which is why I went and looked it up. Did they completely revoice or recast the game? Oh god. Please don't blow up. I'd appreciate it if you didn't blow up. Do we want to do this? No, just Chie and Teddy. No, I don't. I'll fight him later. I'm annoyed. Dave Wittenberg. I'll have to look that up because that name also sounds really familiar to me. Nope. I mean, sometimes they'll try to have them like mimic the voice as best they can or get really close so it's not too jarring. Oh, because if you want jarring, when they re-released Tales of Vesperia, they made it fully voiced, which it wasn't originally. So there's parts of that game where the characters just have two different voices. Like they'll have one voice actor for one scene, and then for another scene it'll be someone else. And it's not, I don't know. The first time I heard it, it was really, really jarring. I don't know if there's a way to change. Maybe I need to look into that and see if there's a way to change it over. Hold on, where is the map? That's the elevator. Not noticeably different. Chie is really dark. I'd have to go and like look up videos to see. Applies poison. Okay. Morning! Morning, Yulia. I'm doing this last round before I get off, but thank you for stopping in and saying hi to us. I don't know how long this run will be going. I might actually make it really far. How are you doing so far? Or this morning? How are things? How's the popo? You missed Sushi grilling me on the preview that I've given about Anima. It was adorable, actually. Okay, we're gonna do this one with Solieri. So the stuff lasts longer. Do I want to transform it? I don't, actually. Oh, God, Jesus, Louise. Morning part 2, Electric Boogaloo. Subaloo. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That is your 8-month strength. Awesome. Congrats. Congrats, 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 and thank you so much. The voices are more different for Teddy. I'm just dumb. No, you're not dumb. You said it's been a while since you've played it. I guess it's just Teddy isn't nearly as annoying as Chie. Oh no. There we go. Thank you, Jacob. I feel good about our weapons. I'm gonna go grab more money. Yeah, I know, that way. Okay, a little anima, always good. Anima, anima, however you say it. I've started pronouncing it like 3 different ways. Gain inflation, I don't want to do that. Backstab deals more damage. Retaliate refills your frenzy gauge. Regenerates 5 mana. You already regenerate mana. Deal bonus damage to attacking enemies. Guess if we're gonna do it this way. I don't want to give managers more hit points. What are splurties? Was spit on contact. I have to look up what this is now. Hold on. Oh jeez. Splurty. Oh, it's that thing. Okay. Oh! It goes down the stairs. Look at that. Okay, anyway, sorry. That's actually really, like, you don't see that a lot. Ah, jeez. Damn it. Alright. Wait. Comes back quick enough. This might be a huge mistake, but... Then again, the range is nice. Oh, cool, thank you. No, yeah, I will. I'm trying to remember who Dave Wittenberg was, because like I said, that sounds familiar, but I'm drawing a blank. Oh god. Oh my god, I love this. Ow, don't love that. God damn it. Bad seagull, bird things. That was pretty powerful. Kinda nice. What is that? Makeshift rockets. I will do. So, Jesus. Sam Riegel's played a lot of characters, but like because I've been rewatching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles a lot lately, he voices Donatello in the 2003 version, which is the one I grew up with. So like I'm immediately biased to protecting Teddy. I mean, protect Teddy regardless, but I'm immediately a little more biased. Look at that! Oh my god! The freaking fire spell goes places. Sorry, I'm dying. Hold on. There it is. Yep. There's where I was getting it from. He's been in a lot of other videos. I can point him out in other, like, Resident Evil 6 and, like, 5 and stuff like that. And, like, other little RPGs where he plays, like, little side characters that have, like, only a couple of lines. Need life insurance. Oops, swish. Launches a homing missile. Deals bonus damage at the enemy, so it's only good for once, but how much? What's the bonus damage like, I wonder? Or dash cooldown. Really? Which Dissida? Like the most recent one? Or like one, like the PSP one? Fuck it. Your petrol's already hurt regardless, so I don't see how that's gonna make that big of a difference. Hydrate. I will do. That's coffee, it's not water, just give me a second. NT 012 in the PSP one. Oh, NT was the most recent one, right? The one that's on PS4? I have hydrated. Okay, fam. Aw. Hi, Mark. Gain 15 max hit points, pure heal for 15. How much is this? This is 20, this is 55. I mean, alright. Okay, that wasn't a lot, but there we go. Okay, like I said, if we're gonna die, we're at least gonna die to Grimes, and so I can listen to Grimes' music. I want this bow for next time I try to go fight the Baron. I wish, that's another thing, I wish you had a little more control over, like, your, like, what weapons and abilities you get. Or, like, more consistency with, like, upgrading them or something. Hi, Grimes. Gordon. Isn't it? Yeah. Damn it. Oh, we're off to a great start. Oh! Alright, that was a thing. I'm being reckless. There we go. I forgot what spell I had on. There we go. Son of a bitch. I forgot what spell I had on. I completely forgot I had Spitfire still. Motherfucker. Well. It's been a productive stream, though. I've babbled quite a bit. It's just unsatisfying to die like that. I got one of these days, I'm gonna have to make it to the end. I've only ever made it to max like that one time. So I don't even have like that much experience fighting him. Oh, wrong button. No, it's not the wrong button. There we go. Oh my goodness. Grumble, grumble. Anyway. It's always like just a stab to the heart. Especially since like I really liked that bow. Anywho. Thank you all so much for stopping by. Little Monster, thank you for the sub. Yulia, thank you for the resub. I will see you all tomorrow at 8 p.m. for more Legend of Mana. Maybe we will continue on with more OC talk on Friday, but I think for the most part, Friday is probably just going to be a bit of a chill stream with Oxygen not included and Played Up. Like I said, depending on the vibes, depending on my own brain and mindset, I might turn on the Twitch integration for Played Up. But until then, I will see you all next time. Have a lovely evening, and have a lovely morning, Yulia. Have a lovely time of day that it is for you. Good luck at work. And until then, bye! Bye-bye!